So for me, my own epilepsy adventure, I'm not sure you call it that, but I first had a vertigo. So the whole room was spinning and I was at a train station at night. I had my ear just suddenly went deaf in one ear and the other ear was ringing like nonstop. So I couldn't hear what my friend was saying in one ear and I could hear it in the other ear. So I just crouched on the floor for like quite a long time, maybe 10 to 20 minutes. And then when I could finally walk again, I decided to go to the hospital, which was just one stop away, to report to them about my, what just happened, because it's definitely not normal. It's not something small, I know. So they scheduled a diagnostic test, which is an EEG, which measures your brain activity, electrical activity in your brain. And they found that it was high, which means that I had seizures technically. And I was started on carbamazepine, which is a medicine used for epilepsy. And my doctor chose it because he says it's suitable for the kind of symptoms I had, basically. And the only thing about carbamazepine is that it messes up my warfarin, which is a blood thinning medication I'm on for antiphospholipid syndrome, which is a blood clotting disorder. So it can get a bit messy there, but once it's titrated, it shouldn't be that bad. So after 2 or 3 years, I managed to get off the medications. And 10 years later, I had my first big seizure. I had, so it started out as blurry visions in my eye, where I walk around and there would be these blind patches in my eye. And they're not a big deal. I could still function. I could walk, I could write, I could talk. So they're just kind of irritating. But I was referred back to my neurologist, who diagnosed me with epilepsy again. This time he did not even do an EEG test. He just said he knew it wasn't epilepsy again. He was coming back. So he started me on Lyrica, which didn't work. And then they changed it to sodium valproate, or if you know it as Epilin. They chose this medication because I am having clinical depression and anxiety. So this medicine does dual duty. So it covers both illnesses. So we don't have to take 2 different drugs for it, basically. So it's been doing well, except I had a big seizure, a grand mal, where I collapsed on the ground, the typical seizure you see on TV, that kind of thing. And I had to increase my dosage. And so right now it's pretty well controlled, I'd say. And I have to be on my medications for 2 years before before we see what to do next.